Michael, what would your response be to a dealership who asked, why is it important to employ women in automotive?
Yvonne, I guess the question you've got to ask is why wouldn't you? We're selling to an even spread these days of men and women. I would venture to say that close to 80% of the women make the decisions in a family situation on a car or not. I think that there's almost half of all the cars that we sell directly to women, and those negotiations are handled from woe to go. So I think it's very important that you have women that are there able to sell to women. And I think to the Koreans and the Sri Lankans that we have Korean and Sri Lankan salespeople who sell to their communities, where there's empathy and rapport. So why wouldn't you want to have that with a woman selling to a woman? I just think that's the way the car trade should go.
What would your response be to a dealership who asked, why do so many dealerships employ such few women?
I can imagine that question being asked. I can imagine my father perhaps even asking that question from a different era, but it is a different era. And culturally, the car trade has been slow, I think, to mirror what's happening in other industries, in the communities, and it's way past time. There's just no reason not to look to employ women. There's no reasons not. In fact, all the reasons are for doing that. I don't see any valid reason why there shouldn't be a 50-50 gender split.
What would your response be to a dealership who asked, are there key roles in a dealership where women would make the biggest difference?
Look, I think women should be looking at every position that's available to. I don't think that they specifically need to be in a certain department. I guess traditionally women have gravitated more towards the administration side of the business, but there is just no reason why they shouldn't be in sales, in parts, in service, in finance. It really has got a lot more to do with the ability, your willingness to interact with guests and to establish empathy and rapport, and women are no different to men in that respect. So no, I don't see any jobs difference based on gender within a dealership, not these days.
What would your response be to a dealership who asked, we're a customer-focused operation, flexibility doesn't work for us?
I think they would need to rethink that, honestly. In our experience has been that job share is a really a positive way forward. I think it has really worked for the women that we've employed within our business, and this is in new vehicles and used vehicles in particular, in sales, where, look, it is 5 days or 5.5 days a week, and I can imagine that for some women in certain circumstances that might not be satisfactory to them. But I think that if you've got good quality applicants applying for a job, I think you need to find a way to, and I think it's really much for the benefit of the dealership, to find a way to get good people in, and job share, in my experience, is something that has worked really well for us. The guests, it's a seamless for the guests, as long as they're working closely, and there's a lot of exchange of information between the two women who are sharing the same role. And they enjoy it. They're happy, it works for them. So if you're trying to create the right atmosphere, the right engagement levels, I think it's something that more dealers should open their mind to.